Hello, friendos. Uh, my last couple videos were the best videos ever on YouTube. As you know, there are some weird animations, but you all know what I'm talking about. They're the best videos ever. They're very beautiful. They display pure, raw emotion. But the last video I uploaded was a bit weird. First of all, it was a short. Not my fault. It was just too short, so it had to be a short. Sorry about that. Second of all, it didn't feel like the rest. It wasn't as beautiful, and I decided that maybe I'll do something different. So I think I decided to show you something cool that I did in with Python turtle graphics. So let's import turtle. In fact, let's even do this even. Uh, so first of all, we make a screen. So that's equal to and let's already just do so we won't forget main loop. Alright, so now let's make two turtles. So the first one will be called Bob. Pretty good name for a turtle. So for clarity, I'll do pen size, though it's just going to be 1. Uh, reason for it being 1 is resolution. It's just a lot better like this, makes the painting that transfolds more beautiful. Blue is just a color. It's just a color like, and speed 0. It'll take days if it's speed 1 speed 0. Carl here. Sorry. Carl here is pretty much the same. The only difference is that his name is Carl and that his color is purple. Once again, just a color I like. Alright, now the whole thing that makes it very beautiful is, in general, makes Python turtle graphics very beautiful in my eyes, are loops. For I in range, and this is 2 times 360. Now I can't just write 720. So I can't just do 720, but like this, it's more clear. Like what's my intention? 360 full circle. So times 2 is just 2 circles. So first we say bob.forward I divided by 10 no decimal. So basically it keeps getting greater and greater, but it also like it's first of all it saves an integer, and it's also still like small and turn left by constant 2 I find is very beautiful, and circle I times 2. Once again, all these numbers I just experimented a bunch and found these are the best. It's basically like very rapidly growing circles. You'll see how it transfolds. So if I just start this without Carl, you can see that this does a spiral. But it's not just a spiral. It looks like kind of like a 3-dimensional spiral. Like you can see that it's circular and stuff. And at the end, it looks very good. So, okay, now basically the same with Carl, but some of the stuff will be reversed. Forward, no, but turn right 2 degrees, and circle we say minus I. And this is the whole code, basically. Import turtle, make a screen, at the end we do screen domain loop, make Bob, make Carl, 360 times 2, so 720 iterations in a for loop, bob.forward I divided by 10, bob.left 2, bob.circle I times 2, and same with Carl, but instead of left, right, and instead of circle I times 2, it's minus I times 2. And main loop. So let's run this, and I'll show you why I like it so much. It's like trippy, the result, but I like every man sees his beauty differently, and this is what I see in beautiful. Not the only thing, of course. I also see cats very beautiful. I mean, you could probably figure, as I am the great meow. So, anyways, you can see it looks like very three-dimensional compared to a two-dimensional image. And like if the thickness was anything other than one, like bigger than one, it just wouldn't have the same effect. Sorry. So it just wouldn't have the same effect. It'll be definitely different. Uh, and you can see that it's sort of like it happens from like the circles they like group together like in a very like, when they're all very close and the ends are on the ends of the circle are very close. Then like all the lines get very cramped together and they make this like rather thick line. You also see this sort of line that's happening. So you have here the point of Genesis, and there's this sort of lines. This is the first this is the first time they collide. Then here they also collide. Soon this part of the screen would be populated with lines, which is great. It takes a very long time for all of this to transfold. But I'll commentate it. We'll live through it. It's fine. I also need to be careful because like it might look like it's finished, but then it's not actually finished. Yeah, for now, it definitely looks trippy, but don't worry, it'll look even more trippy uh, as we go. Uh, you can see this sort of pattern of squares. It looks very cool. And now it's ruined because of more circles. But you can see that sometimes it's just lines, but sometimes it does once again have this sort of diamond pattern. So that's very interesting. Here you can see the same, but it's a lot more crowded. I really like this point of origin, the genesis, how I like to say it. You see, it's sort of it's hard to explain. Somehow I make the association snake to biblically accurate angels. I'm thinking that if God exists and all the heavens and the hells they're all real, I think they would be a lot less earthy than what we believe. Like fire. That's that. I don't know. I think it would be more abstract, more something like this. You know. Here you can see that the spiral starts to sort of transfold over itself, sort of ascend in uh, one sec, I'm trying to find the verbose, like a couple of verbose words. Ascend to the heavens above its previous position. I kind of lost what I was talking about, but whatever. So you can see that, like in this specific spot, you can see that it gets really distorted. And like here, it's like opposite. You can see it's very clear and very deep in, detailed. So here it looks like, yeah, the quality is really low, and here it doesn't. The actual quality of the video may be like, it may not show the real details and beauty of this. So I'm sorry for that. You can also, like, run this code yourself if you want. I'll show the code again at the end of the video, so. It's really hard to see that they're still progressing, but you see that at least I can see that new circles are drawing. If you can see, I'll just tell you when it's over. At least I hope it won't miss and accidentally close it, even though it's not over. It's very hard to tell, but I mean, like, you can tell, but it's very hard. Here, there's another drawing on. Let's see, there's another drawing in this layer. No, 720 doesn't look like that much, but Python turtle graphics are really slow. Maybe Python in general is really slow, but I don't really like to say that. I like to say better that Python turtle graphics are really slow. But now imagine if all this was like at speed, even 10, like even the highest speed that's not instant. I can see that lines are being drawn colliding. So even if it was like 10, it would take at least a week. And I think even more. Legitimately, I think like it'll take even more than a week. It's just so slow. Like every circle would take just so much time. Like circle 720, drawing it like with actual speed, that takes a long time. I'm not sure how much time, but a long time. So if it wasn't like 0, it would be incredibly slow. I really hope this ends. I really do hope it ends soon. Did it end? I believe it ended. Okay, so you can see that the final result is incredibly trippy. You got all this stuff. It looks very weird. If it was actually drawn by hand, then I think it would be like less about the meaning, but more about the skill, the absolute skill of drawing this. So, yeah. This is the code again. Import turtle, make a screen. This is Bob, this is Carl. Make a loop, 720. Say bob.forward, I divided by 10. Bob.left 2, bob.circle, I times 2. Carl.forward, I divided by 10. Carl.right 2, Carl.circle, minus I times 2. And finally, screen or main loop. Let's just confirm that it stopped. Yes, it indeed stopped. So yeah, that's it. That's just like something cool that I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed the commentary.